Welcome back, guys. Unless you've been watching my videos purely for my voice, you are aware about the Castle Clash game. And I've been making videos for it for the last couple of years, and I really enjoyed the game. But now, IGG came up with something similar, but something very new. So I introduce you guys Castle Clash 2, and it's called Castle Clash New Dawn. It's a little bit different, but you're gonna find many things very familiar. So it's a base building multiplayer online game. You also get heroes, you get different game modes. When you look at the heroes, for example, you're gonna find some very similar ones. You're gonna find a Minotaur, you're gonna find Druid, Paladin, Thunder God, all those kind of heroes from Castle Clash. Most of them are here, and in a 3D, in a different skills, different combinations. So you can level up so many more things, and it's just expanded. It's expanded so much from our original Castle Clash game. Now, the good thing about the heroes is that you can get them for free from a different game modes. So for example, if you go to dungeon, it opens up this really nice map, and you can get this hero from dungeon 2, which is ninja, just by beating that dungeon. It's the same with warlock. You can get that hero just from beating dungeon 1. Also, you have different variations for the boss battle. You have different kinds of boss, different abilities, different levels. You can do them by yourself, you can do that with a guildmate or from someone from a global chat. Also, you have guilds. And guilds, still in development, but really fun addition. You have market, you have donations, you can purchase many things with that. You can level it up for more people in a guild. Also, it has arena, which is, you'll find it somewhere similar to what we had in Castle Clash 1, but it gives you much more flexibility now. So there you go, we got matched to someone slightly lower might than us, and you can see different heroes, different placements. You can drag, drop, you can drag the troops around. Also, troops play a much bigger part here than it did in Castle Clash 1, where they were pretty much irrelevant. There you go. The graphics, I find they are really awesome. They're much smoother, they're much more controlled, and it's just so much nicer for the eye. And look at that, they also have procs, they also have HP bars, they have a proc bars. And another beautiful thing is that using this auto button, you can control when a hero procs. Which, for example, now I get a warlock, it's almost ready, and I drag a drop, and I choose when to proc and which direction to proc. There you go, an assassin has got annihilated. That is nice, that is really nice. On Minotaur, look at that. He is still overpowered, he is still awesome, but he's not as overpowered as he was in Castle Clash 1. And you have so much more control over what your heroes do. Come on, kill that warlock. Also, it has magic tower, it has spells, which you spend mana and gold for leveling up. Resources wise, it has mana gold, it has other resources which I'll show you in a second. Now, troops wise, it's much more expanded than it was in previous game, and they all have different skills, they all have different abilities, and you have to do a bit more calculation and configuration of what is best, rather than just having 4 types and spamming with basic soldiers for your guild wars attacks. It has much more variation for that, so much more strategy. Also, rewards wise, you can accumulate a lot more reward. It has different chapters, so you have targets, you have milestones to meet, and when you meet them, you claim the rewards, and you go to the next chapter, which unlocks even further game modes, further buildings, levels. Also, you have quests, which seems like never-ending thing, and once you complete one, the next one comes up. And you know, it's always having a target, which helps you build up and have a direction in the game, rather than just playing one game mode and pointlessly building the buildings until they're maxed. Now, the buildings takes much longer to level up, and if you have a look, it has much nicer interface, and you can see, for example, that now it's taking only level 11, already taking a day to upgrade. And resources wise, you can do raiding, you can do boss battles, here be monsters, which it also has, it's called invasion. Now for that you have so many more waves at the moment. It's a lot. Like for you to max out do the last wave, it's gonna take a while. And I think that's a good thing, because it's not gonna get boring as quickly. It will always be a target of what you need to achieve, what you can achieve, and with every target you get different and increased rewards. So for example, if you want to get Druid, you can beat those stages, and every single one of them will give you different rewards. There you go, you get different heroes for different stages, and that's a nice thing about it. But to get a hero, you don't need to purchase that. You can get them for free by beating different game modes. Now to max it out, of course it's gonna take much more than that, but in time it's very possible. Now the skills are improved compared to the first game. They are behaving differently, but you'll find many similarities. So Minotaur of course matches the ground with many targets being destroyed. Druid heals. Assassin, she does a nice strike. But the graphics, guys, look at them. The graphics are awesome. They're really awesome, so I really like that part of the game. Also, we talk to you when you click on the base. Also you have, let's say, VIP system, which rewards you when you log in for a certain number of days. You can increase that with gems. Gems, of course, being the main currency in the game. But compared to Castle Clash games, you get much bigger bonuses than you did in old game. Also different packs, Thunder God, and all that, shields still there, different passes. So yeah, you'll find lots of similarities. So at the moment, it's not yet officially released in English servers in America and Europe. There are some Asian countries which have a trial period for this game, and it's still a beta version, so it's not fully released to the general public. If you do want to download it, do let me know in the comments, guys. I will post a link. I will see which version is available, and hopefully you can try it out for yourself. Now, if you saw this, that looks all very similar to the Castle Clash. Now the big thing is that if you go to the global map, and when you go there, what do you see? It's loading. But yeah, it's a very similar to Lord's mobile setup or other kind of online multiplayer games, where you have a base, you have guilds, you fight for resources in a global map, and you compete. And I think that's a very good addition to what Castle Clash was actually lacking, that genuine guild versus guild gameplay. Now of course you can fight for the resources, which is a really nice thing, really nice aspect. Now if you want to fight someone, you can just send your troops, you can click attack, deploy, and your gang, leading by the paladin, will go and attack the enemy. Now the actual gameplay you can't see yet, but they are planning many changes for this game when it's being released for the general public. So there you go, you can go and farm mana, of course. Now in the global map, you have more resources. You have food, you have wood, stone, and crystals. They mainly used to replenish your troops that you have, but the map is huge, guys. The map is massive. So that's the whole map at the moment. It only currently has one continent, and this is our castle on the bottom right. So the map is going to be expanded. Of course, we're going to have many more continents, many more layers once the player number increase. Another interesting thing which will make this game much more competitive is you see the resource zones, different ones. So if you're on the outer skirts, your resource tiles will have less resources compared to the ones in the center, and I can illustrate that to you easily. So if you look here, guys, you see most of them have level 1 as a resource tile, and not many have 5s, and this is the amount of resources your builders can get. But you don't see many 6, 7, 8 or 9 further down. Now if you go towards the center, you can see, for example, that 5s become more frequent, 6s are there, 7s are there, and if you keep going on even further, the background changes, and the level of monsters are increasing a lot. And that means that you'll get many more rewards from that, but also means that the competition between the guilds who wants to be there will also increase. So there you go. You get level 15 compared to level 2 monsters, level 17. And they give so many more different resources. You get free heroes from that. If you beat them, you have a chance to get shards for those. And that's a nice variation about it. That's the flexibility that you have moving around. And if you want better rewards, you will have to compete with better guilds, which makes it fun, which I think makes it really, really fun. Now let's go back to the castle. Another thing that I like, you also can help your guild members with building times. What I really like is the mail system. So you have all the previous attacks, you can analyze them. You get proper rewards from actually system maintenance, which is nice. You get analysis of troops, whatever guy had, what he used. You can replay the video, which is really a nice touch. Also, you can send messages to other guild members. You can manage your resources, which there are loads, also different ones, but they're not confusing because every single one does a separate thing, and you have a very nice explanation of what everything does just by kind of clicking on the button. So explanation wise is very simple, much more simpler. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I got you curious and something to look forward to from IGG. Of course, the gap between pay-to-play and free-to-play is gonna be huge, but if you set your expectations right, then you won't be disappointed. And so far, it's been a really fun game to enjoy. And I've been enjoying it, especially at the beginning, I've been enjoying it a lot. It brings nice memories from all those heroes that came out in the beginning of Castle Clash. I have to grind for them now, and I think that's a fun part of it. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know in the comments. I'll be looking forward to reading them. And yeah, I hope you like it so I can make more videos about it. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video guys. Take care for now. Bye.